Hello and welcome. I'm Rebecca Vargas. Scott Dennis has the afternoon off. Thank you for joining us. Well, topping our news this afternoon, a Manatee County woman is under arrest after investigators say she tried to hire a hitman to kill her ex-husband. But it turned out the man she hired was actually an undercover detective. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office arrested Rachel Leahy on solicitation of premeditated murder charges. According to the police report, Leahy unknowingly hired a detective to kill her husband, David, to get custody of their kids. She described to the undercover investigator how he tried to keep her away from the children and had been eagerly awaiting the opportunity to get even. Leahy was willing to finance the hit through half of her ex-husband's $5,000 life insurance policy. Mr. Leahy had filed for divorce in 2011. One man who used to live next door to Leahy in Sarasota says he never suspected the scorned mother would want to turn to murder to fix a child custody battle.
I never thought she was on the verge of killing her husband. You know, a lot of people are divorced and have children, and they don't go around trying to kill their mates.
Leahy is expected to make her first court appearance sometime this afternoon. We'll have much more on this story and all the updates tonight in our evening newscast. Well, hundreds are expected to walk the streets of Bradenton this weekend to shed light on those who have died from drug overdoses. The nonprofit group No Longer Silent will be hosting their annual march and vigil for International Drug Overdose Awareness Day. The original march was scheduled for last Wednesday, but was canceled due to the bad weather. According to authorities, Manatee County is the epicenter of Florida's heroin epidemic, and September is also National Recovery Month. Activities start tomorrow night in front of the Manatee County Courthouse. The walk begins at 7, followed by the vigil. Meanwhile, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office is looking to improve communication with the community. Deputies are partnering with the social website Nextdoor in an attempt to connect with local neighborhoods. The website allows residents to create a page for their neighborhood where they can share information regarding public safety, community events, and local services. The website is free to use, and the Sheriff's Office will also be able to post news and emergency notifications on that website to more easily share it throughout the county. 3 Bradenton River football players are being called heroes after coming to the rescue of 2 women stuck in Hurricane Hermine floodwaters. Last week, 2 women got stuck in a car in waist-deep water. The boys saw them and sprang into action. One of them managed to record the whole rescue on their cell phone. The driver later said she thought she and her 87-year-old passenger were going to have to swim to safety. She offered the teenagers $20 for their help, but the boys refused the cash.
It didn't feel right because at the time it was like she was in need, so it was like, why not help her?
Yeah, you know, I got an email from the lady that was helped, and she ended the email with, you know, they were my heroes for the day, which is pretty special.
Their coach says the boys' actions reflect well on the entire school. They are very proud. They later helped push 2 other cars out of the floodwaters and also directed traffic as well. And another successful rescue story from Hermine. A mother manatee and her calf, left marooned from the storm, were rescued and are now back in the water. Concerned witnesses saw the pair stuck in a waterlogged filtration marsh due to increased water and wind action caused by the storm. FWC was called in, and with the help of more than a dozen volunteers, they managed to lift the 1,500-pound mom and her 500-pound calf into a truck and back into the Crystal River waters. So yes, a lot of rescues. It was very wet. I was even in that knee-deep water. It's scary, you know. To see it actually happen.
It is scary.
And people able to use canoes pretty much in streets.
Oh, I know. Well, we simulated what Venice, Italy is like, I think, here along the Sun Coast.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, for some people, that wasn't a good thing, but it was interesting to see if you're seeing like a canoe go down the street or some
people were doing that, taking out their kayaks. So.
But no real flooding issues today, which is good news. Right now, we have a current temperature at 91 degrees, dew point at 75, so a little muggy out there, but it is very nice right now, clear skies, but that will start to change later this afternoon with increasing clouds. The radar is quiet at this time. There's a few little specks of showers to the east of our viewing area, but with that easterly wind, we are going to have more shower activity, which brings us to Friday night football. So we do have a few isolated showers in our forecast by kickoff, but I think those will move into the Gulf of Mexico. We'll talk more about our forecast and the rain chance over the weekend.
All right. right, thank you, Josh. Well, this Sunday will mark the 15th anniversary of the deadliest attack on American soil. Memorials will be held in New York City and around the country to remember the terrorist attacks on September 11th. 2,977 lives were lost that day. Twin beams of light will illuminate the sky where the towers once stood throughout the weekend in remembrance of the attacks. And here on the Sun Coast, we'll be having our own commemorations. Sarasota Ministerial Association is holding a memorial at the Sarasota National Cemetery. A recent hack of their Facebook page and email server led to false information that their event was canceled this Sunday, but the president of the association says that is not the case. It will take place at the cemetery beginning at 6 o'clock on Sunday night. Other 9/11 events taking place this weekend are listed there on your screen. In Venice, veterans are invited to take place in the 4th annual 9/11 Victims and Fallen Heroes Memorial. That will take place at Patriots Park from 10 to 11:30 a.m. In Northport, the police officers and firefighters will be marching in their annual 9/11 ceremony. This march starts at the fire station on City Center Boulevard at 8:30 a.m. Following the walk, there will be a moment of silence and guest speakers. The ceremony is open to the public. Well, it's a good day for those who have a suspended license in Manatee County. Today, the county is offering first ever driver's license reinstatement day. Drivers will be able to meet with staff who will help them receive a reprieve. In order to participate, you have to be a registered driver in Manatee County. This started a few minutes ago at noon, and it lasts until 5 p.m. The event is for those who have had their license suspended because they failed to pay for a traffic citation. Southeastern Guide Dogs has a new home away from home for its impaired students. The organization offering a sneak preview this morning of its new student center. The 30,000 square foot structure will be used to house visually impaired students and veterans during their on-campus training. It will also be used as office space for staff and volunteers. The entire building cost $8.5 million, and all of the funding was provided by donors, including its lead donors, Sarasota residents Keith Hurst and Margaret and Isaac Barpal. The center is actually named after them. Those who attended class in the old building say the new center is also more functional.
The old building was functional, but it wasn't blind or visually impaired friendly. Here I can take off my glasses and it's not painful. I'm able to see and be comfortable.
The center will be open for operation this Monday. It is expected to serve over 550 students and graduates for the next 50 years. What a great story. Well, it's now time for lunch. Let's check in with ABC7 Culinary Director, Chef Judy Gallagher. She's joining us live today from Louis' Modern Restaurant in downtown Sarasota. Hi, Judy.
Hey there, Rebecca. This restaurant is so stunning visually. I mean, it makes you feel like you're in a big city. And actually, Sarasota is growing, so it is becoming our big little city. What you're going to learn today are the new hours of operation as they really focus more on dinner and, of course, Sunday brunch. You're going to find some of the favorites that have won them awards, like their awesome chopped kale Caesar salad and so much more. But I really love Louis' Modern, not only for the restaurant itself, the decor, the food, new menu items. I love when a menu is constantly changing, but they have a great bar area as well. You're going to get to meet the people that make it all happen in just a few minutes, so stay with me throughout the hour as we come to you live from Louis' Modern, right downtown Sarasota.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct pricing.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Fort Florida Homes.
By Florida workers. Because we know Florida weather.
Bring your measurements this Saturday from 9 to 4 to get huge discounts. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPV.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.
Welcome to the all-new Seymour Buick GMC on the island of Venice.
Seymour smiles.
Seymour quality selection of new and pre-owned vehicles.
Seymour for your trade.
Seymour Savings.
It's the Buick 2016 model year sale down. Now get 20% below MSRP on select Encore models in stock. That's nearly $5,000 below MSRP on the 2016 Buick Encore.
Seymour now at Seymour Buick GMC on the island of Venice. Go to SeymourBuickGMC.com.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
All right, good to see you on this Friday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone in for John Scalzi today. And currently it's 91 here in Sarasota, 88 in Venice, 88 in Northport. So upper 80s, lower 90s, but what does it feel like? It feels warm. We're talking about feeling like 96 in Venice right now, 97 in Arcadia, as well as Lake Placid. So it's rather warm, thanks to the dew point being in the mid-70s. But the radar is all clear. Everything's quiet. We have an easterly wind. You can see the flow of these showers moving from the east towards the west. Yeah, it's clear now, but later this afternoon and early this evening, we could get some more showers that develop along the sun coast. But right now, let's enjoy the sunshine outside, if you can take a break from, say, work and get outside for lunch. All right, we have a few tropical waves here to talk about, but there's upper level shear. And if you know anything about the tropics or the dynamics of tropical activity, these things cannot thrive upon upper level wind shear. So the wind shears are shearing off the tops of these storms, and these things aren't going to get going. So we have one off the southeast coast of Florida, one here just to the north of the Lesser Antilles, but what is this? This looks a little more interesting. This is a cluster of storms still disorganized, but the National Hurricane Center gives this a 70% chance now of developing into something stronger, but where is it going to go? That's the question, and I think we may know the answer. Remember, we have upper level shear, so that's not going to help this thing get organized, which is, of course, good news, but it does look like this is going to track towards the northwest and then eventually up towards the north into the open waters of the Atlantic, not affecting any land. So, of course, that's great news. Well, this tan color here, what on earth is that? Well, this is dry air aloft. It's been on top of the state of Florida over the last several days, basically controlling widespread showers and storms along the sun coast. But we think this is going to slowly erode away because, remember, I just talked about this little tropical wave to the southeast of Florida. There's an area of high pressure to our north. That's going to help with that return flow around it, scoop up the moisture from the southeast and bring it into the sun coast. And that means that we could get more shower activity over the weekend. Now, as far as tonight goes, Friday night football, we may have a few showers and storms near kickoff, so you may want to bring your umbrella to the game. But I think these storms will slowly move out into the Gulf of Mexico as we go through the evening hours, and I think we'll get those games in. But it's just something to look out for if you're attending the games tonight. And then tomorrow night, well, we talked about that moisture coming in, so a little more shower activity as we go through the weekend. All right, how about the forecast today? 92 degrees. get this, folks, the average is 89, so once again, we're going to be above that. Yesterday, we hit a high 95, so it's been quite warm around the Suncoast, and our temperatures throughout the next several days, lower 90s, but as you can see, the rain chance does increase. Rebecca?
Thank you, Josh. And health news this afternoon, new developments in the case of the Zika virus in Florida. Some people in Miami are saying they're not fully confident that aerial spraying can contain the spread of the mosquito-borne virus. Health officials concluded spraying along Miami Beach this morning. Yesterday, protesters gathered outside City Hall calling for a stop to the spraying. They say they don't believe the government's assurance that the pesticide will not harm humans. As of yesterday, there were 56 non-travel related cases of the virus in Florida and 604 travel related cases. About 84 pregnant women in the state have been infected with Zika. Well, strawberries are being blamed for an outbreak of hepatitis A. According to the CDC, 89 people have gotten sick from frozen strawberries in Maryland, New York, North Carolina, Oregon, Virginia, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. And nearly all of these patients reported drinking smoothies containing strawberries from Tropical Smoothie Cafe. The strawberries were imported from Egypt. The cafe has since switched to a different supplier, but health officials believe there could be more cases. Hepatitis A is highly contagious and can take as long as 50 days to begin its effects after exposure. Here at home, the Suncoast Blood Bank is recognizing the anniversary of the 9/11 attacks with a blood drive. It will take place this Sunday at the Lakewood Ranch Donor Center from noon to 5. Donors will receive a free T-shirt, and local restaurants will be providing food and beverages. The blood bank says they need to collect 125 units of blood every day, year-round, to meet the needs of our community. Thousands will be walking on the Suncoast this weekend to raise awareness and funds for heart disease and stroke. The annual Suncoast Heart Walk takes place Saturday morning at Nathan Benderson Park. It's put on by the American Heart Association. The walk is free, and those who register are eligible for a Heart Walk t-shirt once they've raised a minimum of $100. Our very own Scott Dennis will also be participating this year. Activities start in the morning at 7:30 and the walk begins at 8. Again, all proceeds will benefit the American Heart Association. A pair of dogs have pawed their way into our studio. We'll meet them next in our Pet of the Week. And later, high drama in the French Alps, how riders in a cable car managed to get stuck thousands of feet in the air. We'll have those stories and more. Stay with us.
Mom needed more care than we could provide, so we called Granny Nannies. She now has around-the-clock caregivers, and we have peace of mind. Thanks to them, she's where she belongs, at home.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
US Med has great news for anyone living with diabetes.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, US Med will ship a new glucose meter right to your home.
And shipping is free.
My new meter uses only a speck of blood, so it's less painful than my previous meter.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, you're covered with US Med. We're welcoming new patients, even if your current provider can't supply you anymore.
I don't even have to test on my fingers anymore. I can test on my hand or forearms, and it's more accurate than my old meter.
So call US Med today, and you'll have a choice of 2 great meters.
One that actually speaks your results, or a meter so small it fits on the bottle of strips.
Act now, and US Med will include a free prescription discount card. We'll also send you a free diabetes cookbook. This is your opportunity.
So call US Med today.
You'll be glad you did.
Temperatures are rising, and the deals are hotter than ever during the summer clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Get the all-new Chrysler Pacifica for just $26,999 and get an additional $1,000 off with a trade-in. Hurry! Time is running out to get the new Dodge Journey for just $15,999. And right now, get up to $10,000 off a new Ram Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
We've been slow smoking over oak for more than 45 years. And while sticking to tried and true traditions is kind of our thing, it doesn't hurt to throw something new in the smoker every now and then. Come get some slow smoked chicken wings at Sonny's Barbecue. Order them as an appetizer or as part of a combo with pork, baby back ribs, or both, starting at $10.99. Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmasters since '68.
At Granny Nannies, we provide your loved ones with the care they deserve, compassionate and experienced help right where you need it most, at home. Visit us at GrannyNannies.com.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Welcome back. Our pets of the week today are two toy poodles who are all about playtime. Josh Stone joins founder of Dante's Den and host of Animal Outtakes, Marsha Panucci, this afternoon to tell us more about Peaches and baby Peaches. Hey, guys.
All right. Thanks so much, Rebecca. Well, Marsha, wow. I mean, these are like model dogs here, and they're so adorable.
Well, these are some toy poodles that we have, and I have got baby Peaches. She's 8, and you have Peaches.
Now, they're from Georgia, right?
Yeah, I believe so, and they are...
Hey, try to get my little joke in there.
I know that. But they are mom and daughter, and they are 8 and 9 respectively. These are wonderful dogs. They are housebroken, so you can bring them both in, and you have absolutely no problems. They must go together. They are bonded, and little baby Peaches over here that I'm holding is a little shy. She needs her mom, and mom, who you're holding, kind of gets her through life. But believe me, they both have a lot of life. They love to ride in cars. They are huge snugglers, and they love to play with their toys. And amazingly, Josh, they can jump on any chair and any bed to snuggle in with you.
Peaches looks like she wants to jump right now.
Yeah, well, she
but you know, she feels like a, you know, last time I was with you, I had a lap cat. This is like a lap dog.
Yes.
It's so snuggly. She's just really precious.
And you have to look at their beautiful hair. You know, they're 8 and 9, and look at this gorgeous white hair.
Aww.
We normally don't see that as these dogs get a little bit older, but they are just absolutely perfect in every way. Look at that face. How could you not fall in love with that face? Yeah. And of course, these two wonderful little puppies are with us from the Florida Poodle Rescue.
And they're a package deal, like you said.
Yes, they're very much a package deal. So you get 2 for 1. And I think that anybody who adopts them will absolutely, positively fall in love immediately.
So how do we get them a new home?
Well, we give the Florida Poodle Rescue a call, and that number is 727-265-1766. And Peaches and baby Peaches will be waiting.
All right. Thanks so much, Marsha. Back
Thanks,
to you,
Josh.
Rebecca.
Oh, thank you both. They're adorable. Now it's time to get back to Chef Judy. She's joining us for lunch today at the beautiful Louis Modern in downtown Sarasota. Judy?
Well, I'm really excited to be here because I'm with the general manager, Eric Hale. And Eric, I like to consider you not only a great general manager, but kind of like the sommelier, craft, small batch bourbon guru that you are.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, we're excited to do some new exciting things at Louis this season. So
tell me a little bit. First of all, you've decided to close for lunch to focus more on your dinner business. Let's talk slightly about that.
Certainly. So what we've decided to do is really sort of become a dinner house, really just focus on dinner. Our executive chef is really just, I've seen a preview of a menu. We'll let you see it as soon as it's finalized. But, excuse me, we're really just going for a solid, our goal is to be the best restaurant in Sarasota, and that's what we're shooting for. So we're going to close down for lunch, put a lot of emphasis into service and dinner focus, you know, still having our gorgeous dining room here available. We're going to do some cool functions. It's available to book through our banquets department, or, you know, we're looking at doing maybe some bourbon tastings, maybe wine tastings, some stuff to really sort of liven up downtown.
Sign me up. I love that idea. Now let's talk a little bit about the overall experience. When somebody makes a reservation or just comes in for dinner, you have outdoor dining as well. And walk me through the bar area, what happens over there, and the great dining room and outside.
Yeah, so we have our bar area. So it's really nice and intimate. You know, there's no televisions. It's really a place where people can come together, you know, socialize, enjoy a great craft cocktail. You know, one of our 80 different small batch bourbons we keep in house. You know, we have a great happy hour menu coming out. We currently have a happy hour menu and it's great, but again, this season we're looking to really raise the bar downtown. We do offer outdoor seating, which is gorgeous. We have our private dining room. We've got these big, what I like to call Morton-style booths. They're sort of the celebrity booths where you can come and, you know, have a full view of the dining room and the open-style kitchen. So
I love it. And really quickly, tell us about, because it's almost time for the summer prefix to be over.
Yeah, so we're still doing, we carry through Savor Sarasota all summer long, so you get, you know, 3 courses included with dessert, appetizer, entree for $29. It's really amazing.
$29 and a few weeks left, so you definitely want to come in here. But go nowhere, because the chef Joey is coming up and he's going to explain what he has on the table for us today. Eric, thank you. It's always been a great time with you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers, my friend.
40 Carats Family Center presents a free speaker event, The Gift of Failure, How the Best Parents Learn to Let Go So Their Children Can Succeed, by Jessica Leahy at Hyatt Regency Sarasota on Monday, September 12th. RSVP required at 40carats.org.
This is important news for women diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Talcum powder may have caused your ovarian cancer. According to many studies, long-term use of talcum powder in products such as baby powder or shower-to-shower for feminine hygiene is linked directly to ovarian cancer. If you are an ovarian cancer victim, or if a loved one died from ovarian cancer after using talcum powder, call the law offices of Davis & Crump at the number below right now to find out if you are eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Call now.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
Since 1928, Karastan has been setting the standard in carpets and rugs, producing non-allergenic wools that won't promote the growth of bacteria or dust mites like other carpets will. Karastan wools actively remove contaminants from the indoor air, making your home healthier. And there are many colors and patterns and textures to choose from. Come see for yourself.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
Live from our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is ABC 7 News at noon. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. Topping our national news this afternoon, North Korea claims to have launched a successful nuclear test overnight. It's the 5th such test so far and is drawing various responses from world leaders. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has the story.
North Korea launching what is believed to be its biggest nuclear test yet.
State TV announcing the powerful explosion that caused a magnitude 5 tremor. This as the North continues testing ballistic missiles with an increasing range, saying their goal is to miniaturize a nuclear warhead and place it on a missile capable of reaching the U.S. And while they don't have that capability yet, tests like this raise serious concern.
North Korea's programs will continue to grow. The range of their missiles will continue to extend unless the United States and the international community take steps to negotiate a freeze with North Korea.
President Obama briefed on the test, which was about 10 times more powerful than North Korea's first test in 2006. The president calling it a grave threat to regional security and to international peace and stability, as other world leaders join in strongly condemning Pyongyang's nuclear efforts.
Obviously, Japan and South Korea particularly are deeply concerned because of the neighborhood, but I think it's fair to say that China, Russia, the United States, everybody shares concerns.
And the test will likely lead to a push at the United Nations for stronger sanctions, though North Korea is already one of the most heavily sanctioned countries in the world. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, New York.
Marcy. Meanwhile, another bizarre twist on the campaign trail. Donald Trump is already making predictions about his relations with Russia if elected president. During a forum last night, the Republican nominee says he would have a, quote, very, very good relationship with Putin, the Russian president. Trump praises him as a good leader. He also went as far as appearing on a Russian-funded television network to say the country is unlikely to influence the election, despite the fact that U.S. intelligence officials believe otherwise. His comments are causing a headache for party leaders.
Vladimir Putin is violating the sovereignty of neighboring countries. It certainly appears that he is conducting in state-sponsored cyber attacks on what appears to be our political system.
You wouldn't get out of a 5th grade civics exam if you don't understand the difference between dictatorship and leadership.
Hillary Clinton also ripped into Trump for praising Putin, calling his comments, quote, unpatriotic and dangerous. Both candidates are nearly neck and neck in the latest poll. The search for a woman who went overboard from a cruise ship has been called off. The U.S. Coast Guard has suspended its search for Rina Patel. The 32-year-old had apparently jumped off of the deck of the Carnival Ecstasy near the Bahamas. She was reported missing on Wednesday. Coast Guard officials say they're halting their search, though, until further developments can be made. Dozens of tourists are now back on the ground safe and sound in France after their cable car got stuck 12,000 feet in the air. Riders were forced to spend a freezing night dangling above the Alps. This incident happened after 2 cables crossed over each other. It prompted a major rescue operation, and initially there were 110 people left stranded in the air. But while daylight lasted, helicopters managed to rescue 77 of them. But as night fell, a cold fog rolled in, making it too dangerous for rescuers, and operations were then suspended. 33 people were left hanging 2 miles from the ground overnight. One of them was an American tourist.
Almost 10 hours in the cable car. The cables failed about 2:30 in the afternoon, and it was just before midnight when they finally belayed us out of the gondolas, which was really quite an experience.
5 rescue workers brought blankets and warm food and spent the night with those still trapped. All of the rescues were completed by this morning, and fortunately, there were no injuries. Wow, that's something to remember, but horribly frightening.
Amazing.
I cannot imagine, and thank God no one was hurt.
That's like someone's worst nightmare to be trapped up there with no heat.
Ice cold and
12,000 feet?
Not knowing if anything could malfunction or fall, so I'm so glad everything went well. But
exactly.
Wow, what a story.
Well, let's bring it down to sea level.
Yes.
To warmer temperatures. If you walk outside right now, it's 91 degrees, 88 in Venice, 90 in Northport. It actually feels much warmer than that, in the mid-90s. In some locations. The radar is quiet right now. A few showers starting to get going east of the viewing area, but maybe a few sprinkles in Arcadia at this time. But this picture will look a little different about 4 or 5 this afternoon, when we have about a 30% chance of shower activity around the Suncoast. But as far as what we can expect over the weekend, we'll talk about it in just a few minutes. Rebecca?
Thanks, Josh. Well, county commissioners in Hillsborough County are now cracking down on those who are animal abusers and still want to adopt pets. The county has approved a new registry for people convicted of harming animals. This means those convicted of animal abuse will no longer be able to adopt dogs and cats in the county. Retailers and shelters will be required to check the registry whenever someone wants to adopt. Advocates hope the registry will allow law enforcement to keep track of those who wish to do harm to animals. Well, one of the nation's largest banks is facing a major scandal. Wells Fargo is being accused of fraudulent practices over a 5-year period. Thousands of employees are expected to be involved in widespread illegal sales practices, which included secretly using customer information to open more than 2 million savings and credit card accounts, sometimes causing extra fees. It was all done so that employees could meet aggressive sales goals. The fraud affected thousands of bank accounts, and many customers affected had no idea these accounts even existed.
This is a major victory for consumers. Consumers have to be able to trust their bank.
Well, as a result, Wells Fargo is firing 5,300 employees in connection with this scheme. They will also pay $5 million in refunds to customers and full restitution to all people affected. Meanwhile, Samsung's latest phone is now considered a flight risk. The Federal Aviation Administration has issued a statement advising passengers not to turn on or charge the Samsung Galaxy Note 7 smartphone while on board an aircraft. They don't want them to put them in their checked baggage either. The new phones are on recall. Their lithium-ion batteries could burst into flames on some of the phones. Punta Gorda Airport is celebrating a big achievement. The Charlotte County Airport Authority says the 12-month passenger total has exceeded 1 million passengers for the first time ever. From August 2015 to August 2016, 1,014,000 passengers flew in or out of the airport. Passenger counts also increased by 35% between August of last year and August of this year. It is the 35th month in a row that the airport has seen an increase in passenger traffic. Well, it's no surprise here, but Atlanta is still home to the world's most busy airport. According to a report from the Airports Council International, more than 101 million passengers passed through Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International in 2015. Beijing came in second with 89.9 million passengers. The Atlanta airport's location has helped it keep the top spot for 18 years. Hartsfield-Jackson is within a 2-hour flight of 80% of the United States population. Time now to have another check-in on lunch with ABC 7 Chef Culinary Director Judy Gallagher. Today she's joining us from Louis Modern right in downtown Sarasota. Judy?
Can't hear. And here we are back with Chef Joey. You know, ABC has their Joey Panic. Well, I have Joey Eager, and I'm so excited. Chef, let's talk about the dishes you prepared today, because they look brilliant, especially starting with the soup.
All right, this is going to be a wild mushroom bisque. It's topped off with a chive creme fraiche. Very delightful.
Oh, it's a perfect way to start. And this seafood?
All right, this is going to be our trout saltimbocca. So it's got layers of pancetta and sage, and we finished it with a caper vinaigrette and topped it off with a artichoke and tomato salad.
You know, that just, it sounds as delicious as it is, because I've had this dish, and it's such a complete meal. I love that you did that.
It's fantastic. It's got great flavor. It's just really intense flavor all around. It's perfect.
Love it. Now, this is something that I love, because I love cauliflower and I love pickled vegetables.
Right. Well, this is a cauliflower fritter. So we took a mashed cauliflower, turned it into a fritter, fried it up, which everybody loves fried food. We served it with a golden raisin romesco sauce. And then we have pickled vegetable ceviche, which is just an assortment of carrots, beets, green beans, and radishes.
And you're doing your own pickling here.
Absolutely, all the time.
I love it. I love it. Now, I already know Dave, our cameraman, he's eyeing that shrimp. He loves shrimp dishes.
Well, this is a nice red royal shrimp and Argentinian shrimp. We're serving it with a blue crab risotto, topping off some sautéed spinach and oven roasted tomatoes.
You had him at the beginning, at the minute you said blue crab, that's it. Now, you've won awards for your chopped kale salad. Bright, brilliant, and so popular.
Absolutely. This is definitely our most popular dish. It's something that has been here since day one and will be here forever. Just a nice take on your classic Caesar salad. We make our own focaccia croutons in-house, pickled onions right on top. and then top it off with a nice fresh anchovy.
I love it. And of course, another grand item that people love coming in for.
Yes, of course. This is our house burrata, sort of a take on caprese salad. We serve it on these beautiful Himalayan salt blocks. The burrata itself is just lovely. If anybody doesn't know, it's a mozzarella that's been stretched and wrapped around heavy cream. And then, of course, we serve it again with our house focaccia sticks.
The tomatoes, the salt that it enhances, all brought together, a little balsamic drizzle. It's just perfect. So remember, Louis is not open for lunch. They're open for dinner now. They're a dinner house focusing on so many great things, and Sunday brunch and happy hour. We'll look forward to hearing more, and I can't wait to try the new fall menu that'll be coming out before you know it. Stay with me. There's still dessert to come.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, we make sure you get the most for your money. More years, more miles, and when you're ready to sell, you'll get more money back. Come fall in love with the longest-lasting vehicle in its class, the Subaru Outback. Or lease a new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing right now during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on a pedal. You get a clean mop head that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Happy Friday, everyone. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone in for John Scalzi today. And it is 91 degrees outside. Check out the dew point at 75. That's the amount of moisture in the air. So it is a little muggy out there, but it feels very warm. 97 is what it feels like in Venice right now. 98 in Northport, 99 in Punta Gorda. I think you get the gist. It's pretty warm. You factor the dew point and the temperature close together, and it makes things a little uncomfortable. So highs today topping out in the low to mid 90s. You know, our average for this time of the year is 89, so we're going to be above average once again. That's happened over the last several days. Scattered afternoon showers and storms are in our forecast today, and the tropics around the immediate area are very quiet. And speaking of quietness, well, we do have our radar looking very quiet at this time, but a little further east of our viewing area, a few showers starting to pop up here. Around Arcadia may have a few sprinkles, but generally the flow is from the east to the west around this area of high pressure, bringing in an easterly wind, and we're going to have some showers start to ramp up by later this afternoon, early this evening. Let's talk about the tropics right now. You know what, by the way, tomorrow, September 10th, happens to be the peak of the tropical season, or the hurricane season. And we can't let our guard down yet because it ends on November 30th, and it just takes one storm to do trouble. And anyway, we got to take everything very seriously here, but fortunately we have upper level wind shear that is taking place about, say, 20,000, 25,000 feet high. And these tropical systems can't get going with upper level winds because those strong winds aloft shear the tops of the storms, and they just can't sustain themselves and they fall apart. But we have a wave here, we have a wave here, And we got a bigger wave over here coming across the coast of Africa. This looks interesting. National Hurricane Center giving this a 70% chance of development. Shouldn't really smile when I say that, but anyway, I just get so excited about this being a meteorologist. However, with those upper level winds, this doesn't have much of a chance. So even if it does gain strength and become strong, it will be moving up towards the north and I think just affecting the open waters of the Atlantic and no land, which of course is good news. Dry air loft shows up in tan above Florida, and that's been the case for the last several days. But area of high pressure, you can see clearing out the skies, so bringing sunshine to the southeast. That's going to have that return flow around it clockwise and help bring in more moisture into the area over the weekend. So let's check out the futurecast. Showers and storms late this afternoon, and then by tomorrow, a little more chance of widespread rainfall along the sun coast as that moisture gets brought in by that easterly, southeasterly wind. Okay, tonight is Friday night football, and around kickoff, few showers and storms could take place, but we should have a fairly nice evening tonight and after the game. We can all celebrate the wins. Low 90s for the next several days, and the shower chances will be on the increase. Rebecca?
Thank you, Josh. Well, fishermen have more time to catch those red snappers. As a result of Hurricane Hermine, Florida Fish and Wildlife has decided to extend the recreational red snapper season an extra 7 days this year. This decision comes after Governor Rick Scott made the request due to the economic impact the season has for Gulf Coast communities. Fishermen lost fishing days when Hurricane Hermine hit the Gulf Coast last week. The open season dates will now run every weekend in November to make up for it. The original red snapper season in state waters was scheduled through the end of October. Well, there are lots of entertainment options this weekend, and who other than ABC7's Linda Carson to give us all the details in today's Suncoast Scene.
Here it is. We've got a lot to be proud of here on the Suncoast. One thing is the amazing bromeliads that grow here. See for yourself at the Sarasota Bromeliad Society's 2016 show and sale. Bewitching bromeliads is the theme of the show at the Sarasota Garden Club this weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Come out and I guarantee you'll find a bromeliad that will steal your heart. It's at the Sarasota Garden Club.
It's an event where all the members of the club bring in plants to have them judged in different categories. And then at the end of the judging, different people will win in the category that they selected. And on Saturday night, we have a banquet where we hand out the awards, and we also have an auction, a rare plant auction.
There'll be more than 1,500 bromeliads, some very rare, a must-see for plant lovers.
Just to see a diverse selection of plants that you're not going to normally see anywhere. A lot of these plants come out of the members' collections, and most people don't really get to see these a lot.
It's going to be a great weekend here at Florida Studio Theater. All kinds of things are going on. Wait till you see the Gigis.
Sisters, sisters. What you're going to experience is 60s music all the way to today's modern music, featuring female artists. So it's a big palette of great tunes. You'll know how to sing along to all these songs. So it's a good show, toe-tapping show.
And Saturday night, the Florida Studio Theater presents improv.
You come in every Saturday night, 6:30 to 7:30. You can dine, 7:30 the show starts. And no two shows are the same because they are literally made up on the spot. It's live improv.
Want to take a trip to India without ever leaving the Suncoast and learn all about the culture from those who know it best? Well, come to the India Fest. It's at the Bradenton Area Convention Center on Saturday.
This year we have theme of History of India. So there will be a lot of fun, education, and there is a lot to see, a lot to enjoy this year.
There'll be live entertainment, educational exhibits, and vendors with everything from food to jewelry. That's Saturday, noon to 8. Linda Carson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Linda. Also happening this weekend, Sarasota's own Ski Reese water ski team will be getting back on the water again. The team is having its first show this Sunday, kicking off its new fall season. From then on, it will be free shows every Sunday starting at 2 p.m. The shows take place at the Ski Reese Stadium on Ken Thompson Parkway, and it is free to attend. Well, you may want to check your cable listing soon because Meryl Streep is heading to television. And could a possible Oscar contender be in theaters theaters this weekend. We'll have the details next in entertainment.
Hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? ABC7 has the information you need. Access our special Surviving a Hurricane now. Learn how to prepare a readiness plan and survival kit. Know your evacuation route. Be prepared, Suncoast, when severe weather threatens. Access our special on our ABC7 app and all our live streaming platforms.
Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ for only $299 per month, or a 2016 Lincoln MKX, Lincoln's premium sports utility vehicle, for $339 per month. We also have a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. Drive with the confidence of a 6-year, 100,000-mile comprehensive warranty and complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, family owned and operated, and winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota Bradenton Airport on US 41. Is your old garage door